Astyanax. Astyanax or whatever. Voices come from the darkness. Astyanax, I'm waiting. Girl, you're gonna be waiting a long while. Masaka. Nandato? That same dream again. Strange. I'm Astyanax. I'm a buff teenager. My name is from Greek mythology. I think. I'm a freshman here at Greenview High. Slide away, young one. I don't understand what the dream means. Me neither. And who is that girl? Ew, girls. Does she have cooties? The other day, I was walking to school. Look, me, my beefy arms. Astyanax. Astyanax. I think that's how you pronounce it. The blood room. All of Cybertron and all its moons belong to me. What the heck? Masaka? Astyanax. God damn, this game, brings so much joy to me. It's literally one of my classics. I really enjoyed it and remembers. But let's eventually, does it loop back to the thing? I forget. But this was definitely a game during the time that, renting video games was a thing. Go to your local game store and just see, how everything is. Woo! Ric Flair! Where am I? This is Remlia. My name is Cutie. I brought you to this world. Thank you. What? A talking butterfly? Listen carefully to what I'm going to tell you. I love the slow scrolling text. The girl who appears in your dreams is Princess... What? Rosebud, of course. Or Remlia. Remlia. She's being held captive by the evil wizard. Did we get his name? Blackhorn. Hornblack. Astyanax, please save our princess. Because that's what you do if you're a protagonist. But I'm only 16, even though I'm built like 25. How could I save her? Even though I'm already wearing armor. Astyanax, you are the warrior. Come out to play. Chosen by this world. You possess the wonderful miracle power within you. Secret magical powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, only the princess can send you back to your world. I can't do it by myself. Whoosh. Take this magic axe. Bash. Crush. This is the only way you can get back to your world. Blackhorn has many monsters at his command. I guess I'm gonna choose this voice. You have no choice. I'm sorry. Okay then. Okay. Lead the way. I don't remember her. Yeah, she doesn't do jack shit. Oh god. I used to like... This is one of those games that I can never beat, but I enjoy so much. Okay, let's go. Jumping Skeleman. a skeleton warrior to some. Okay, oh, should I have done that? I don't know. Okay. Things just fly by. This is literally one of those games that, like, your enjoyment might differentiate depending how good you are, I guess. Okay, this Castlevania flying boss, eyeball creature. There's always an eyeball creature. Please don't let me fall. Okay. Alright. But again, back to the old video stuff. Like, I believe this was like one of the first like games I actually rented when I had, you know, was able to get, you know, the availability to rent games at whatever local VHS mom and pop shop. Because screw Hollywood Video, screw Blockbuster, you know, before then it was always the neighborhood stores. And even, again, like I think I mentioned before, even if you were able to rent at Blockbuster, you always wanted the newer games. And of course, those already rented out before, you know, you even got a chance to even look at the cover art. So, like, usually mom and pop stores at least had a better chance at least having more variety in terms of, like, what games were available at the time. Or at least even if, you know, you weren't able to get the game you wanted, it was still something. Although 9 out of 10 times you ended up renting like garbage. Lord knows I rented, you know, Back to the Future 2 and 3 for the NES, and boy was that game horrible. Although I heard that the Sega Genesis version of Part 3 was even worse, so small blessings, I guess. Okay, this weird floating, these weird coronavirus virusy things. Oh god. Alright, let's see. This swashbuckling skeleton. But during this time, like, renting games, again, like I said, we all have that Stockholm syndrome where we gotta, whatever it is, we gotta, oh cool, I got some health up. And I believe this is one of the sub-bosses. This is like one of the first games like, oh crap, there's bosses. I thought this guy was the boss, then I realized, oh, it's a sub-boss when I first played it. There's xenomorph, two-headed xenomorph with a buff bod. Oh god, I forgot that your swing, if you swing for the first time, your strength is greater. But the more you swing, the lesser your impact is when it comes to just, oh, am I gonna just die here? Yes, I am. Oh god. I'm still okay. I love the unicorn backdrop painting back there. But, you know, like, I think I said before that I love, like, Greek mythology, Roman stuff like that. And I don't know, this game always appealed to me. I remember, I think, seeing, like, a flyer at Nintendo, one of the Nintendo Power magazines, or just the cover alone. Although the cover is one of those covers that, you know, probably, you know, illustrates the hero looking completely different than what the actual gameplay footage is. Like, again, this dude looks all heroic and buff, yet the actual game, he's a 16-year-old? Dude, at 16, I didn't even know, I wasn't even interested in girls that much yet. Well, actually, I was. But it's always interesting to go back to these games that, again, I never beaten Astyanax. I'll see how far I can get to. I gotta see how many continues and whatnot I have if I die, because Lord knows, again, I'll probably fail more than succeed in this, but maybe I'll eventually pick up a pattern and at least get further. The thing about these games, again, they are challenging, they are difficult, but if you know a pattern, you can probably maybe not beat it, but you can probably get further than you probably expected you would. Hopefully that trick will work with me. What are those things? I don't think those things do anything health-wise. Are you gonna do anything else, Mr. One? Oh, goddamn. Yes, the challenge is real. Oh, God. And also the music. The opening theme in this stage level. Oh, so good. I love that. I love Jellico? Taito? I forgot who made this game already, even though I'm starting to play it again. But again, it's one of those games that I never beat. I never got further, but I still enjoy it nevertheless. And I guess some of us have that. The game that we can never beat, but we still enjoy it because we actually do like it. Be it maybe it's because of the music or just maybe certain aesthetics of it or whatever the story behind. Oh, okay. So now my axe is a sword. So what was the point of that whole opening cutscene if I able to replace it with a sword that looks like the the Sword of Omens? And the good thing is, like, things like this, like, I still enjoy to this day. And it's very interesting to know that, you know, there's no one clamoring. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, this is gonna be a really, really short quick play. But again, that's what they're called. These are great games played poorly, the quick play. But on that, like, I always, like, enjoyed, like, whatever it is, you know, we had, you know, because of the whole Stockholm Syndrome, because I'm forced to play these at home for a weekend until they're due back at the, you know, the video store on Monday. But it's always something to know that, you know, even, like, heck, Rygar got a, I guess, a sequel? There was a sequel to Rygar. You know Rygar, the hero Rygar of the Nintendo Entertainment System. You know, at least he got, I think, a sequel on the PlayStation 2 and the Nintendo Wii. But there was never an Astyanax sequel. You know, maybe something like Platinum would probably be good. Like, something about this just appeals to me. Whether it's the Greek mythology behind it. Although I never bothered to, like, look up at Wikipedia to see what the heck is the story behind, like, the actual Astyanax namesake, you would say. Heck, I never even bothered looking to see what the hell the ending is. But it's one of those games like Ninja Gaiden that, you know, as you saw in the opening scene, and I guess, you know, in the opening credits, you know, there is, like, certain cinematic cutscenes, you know, which are pretty cool. You know, especially at the time with the whole Ninja Gaiden thing, that kind of showed, like, hey, you could put cinematic storytelling in a game that has various, you know, at that time was very limited in terms of programming, but it's still something. It shows that at least it had effort. Whether I don't know what the sales figures was, but I guess it wasn't enough to even warrant a sequel. At least not that I'm aware of. Oh well, gotta do something to clear up the screen, but I'm guessing it was meant for a boss. The thing I always, like, enjoyed about the video store renting days is, again, mom and pop stores probably had a better, you know, there was more variety. Ooh, I got a life up. I think that's a life up. In terms of that, yeah, this was my thing. Always use the power up first and then not use it on the boss, and this looks like I'm gonna fail yet again. Good thing I got that life up that's gonna be put to waste. But, you know, it was more variety. Like, I believe, like, one of the, I know I rented this more than once. It was this, Castlevania 3, what other? And yes, even I believe I rented it, I think, more than once at least, you know, Back to the Future 2 and 3. Because at least, I don't know what the heck, but I somewhat enjoyed it. At least for the NES. You know, other stuff I would usually maybe, okay, that didn't go well. Wow. Do I get continuous or is it straight up game over? Even though I died in the first stage. Okay. Okay. So, I really gotta pay attention to this. But, let's see, Back to the Future. I never got to rent, like, other high-end, oh, and of course, like, Contra, Super C, you know, and, I know, Castlevania 3, Castlevania 1, because I did experience Castlevania 2. Again, the thing about having, you know, knowing people, or, you know, having, like, my first exposure to the, at least to other NES games aside Mario, was because, again, my mom used to babysit this kid who had an NES, and he had a pretty good selection. He had Friday the 13th, he had the Nightmare on Elm Street game, although he didn't get the 4-player adapter so you can play as all 4 Dream Warriors. Castlevania 2, I think that was it for the most part, but again, oh, and Ninja Turtles 1. But I swear, everybody in their mom, when you had an NES, you all had Ninja Turtles 1. You know, it wasn't until part 2, the arcade game, was made for the NES, then people had other selections of Ninja Turtle games. You know, from Ultra, aka Konami, going under another name because, you know, Nintendo had a nice stranglehold on the developer saying, yeah, you can make games for us, but there's only a limited amount of games you can make for our system. So, hence why Konami went under, you know, created a different imprint, which was called Ultra, which is why, like, even though it's basically Konami, it was Konami too. But again, to go, you know, go under the legal ramifications by just creating a separate imprint of the same company, just called Ultra. Even though I believe the text was almost similar. But hey, that's how we got, you know, we got Metal Gear by Konami, but then we got Snake's Revenge by Ultra. We got Ninja Turtles by Ultra, because they already released something by Konami earlier that year. Okay, I think hopefully I should do better. I just gotta remember to. I'm never good with patterns for some NES games for some reason. Oh yeah, he's defeatable with that. God damn it. Okay, what is the boss here? Oh jeez. Okay, oh, cool. And you throw donut rings at me, onion rings. Okay, your pattern. Oh, never mind. Maybe I can beat you. Can I? Okay. Oh, let me just spam. Oh, okay, cool. Level 2. Nice. Cool. I knew there was something. Again, the patterns are always a mystery to me. And again, I'm not here to beat it. I'm just see how far I can get before I either get aggravated. Ooh, look at this. Skeleton Warrior. Skeleton King. Blackhorn. Caesar has been killed. That was Caesar? So when do I fight Caligula?
I have existed from the morning of the world, and I shall exist until the last star falls from the night. Although I have taken the form of Caius Caligula, I am all men as I am no man, and therefore I am a god.
Vermin. He was brought here by Cutie. Princess Rosebud's friend. What? Nani? I put Cutie in the cell. I'm positive. I guess they're all British. Look at this.
What the fuck is this?
The power of the human is strong. He must be the root of our trouble. He only beat one guy. How many guys do you have in your army? You must not have a lot. You must destroy him. He cannot stop me from taking Rosebud's power. Yes, sir. Yes, my liege. And that's it. But again, you know, there's effort in that. Oh, look at this. I'm in, apparently, I look like a rejected level from, probably Rygar. Oh, boy. Okay, this dude seems a lot tougher. What the hell? Purple Skeleton Warrior is more difficult than regular Skeleton Warrior. Oh, that didn't do nothing for me. Oh, okay. Like, I'm guessing they had to add these weird, flying DNA strands to make, you know, to give people a challenge. But, yeah, I guess so. You probably wouldn't been able to beat the game if, you know, these things didn't float around to just drain you of all your health. Oh, another one? Okay, dude. I got it. Okay. Good to know that there's a little bit of invincibility frames when I get hit. Doesn't help me much, but it's still something. Oh, cool. Okay, so potion is health. And everything else is magic, I guess. And I think I noticed my strength meter is a little up, so that's cool. Oh, he blocks? God damn it. Can I just skip? Oh no. Guess not. Okay. Maybe I should have saved that for the boss. Okay. Oh, slime creep. What the? Oh, slime man. It's Swamp Thing. Going after. Oh, okay. Oh, he's one of those. Okay. Maybe I can just spam the crap out of it before he hits me. Oh, seems fine as long as there's no. He's a sub boss or he? Oh, okay. So he's a boss, not a sub boss like the first time. Power up. Okay, cool. Inazumi. Looks like hell with these meat-covered floors, these bloody walls. Look at this glooper. It looks like that that creature. I forgot what Godzilla movie it is. The one that was made on an acid trip. You know the one. He fights. It talks about like environment and chemicals. This one was made out of like toxic waste, but the entire like movie is almost like a psychedelic dream. And again, it was during the 70s with the whole, when the drugs were natural and the drugs were great, and probably responsible for various other decisions made during that time. Although not to say like movies in the 80s weren't a cocaine fueled, ballad of bad decision or good decision making, depending on where you stand. Okay. Just these giant corn cob walls or pillars. They're on the pillars. So when do we get to fight on Caesar's parking lot?
Were there two doinks? Sir, were there two doinks? All right, how are you enjoying your stay here in the U.S.?
Las Vegas, #1. Caesar's Palace,
Hey.
Were there two doinks? No, but it was definitely interesting to know that like a good chunk of this stuff, like it's almost forgotten. Like I don't know if there is a giant Astyanax like following. Like I'm probably the only person who still remembers to call it Astyanax and remembers when it comes to like, okay. Hell, let me just use it all maybe. Okay, so you. Oh, well, that didn't help me at all. Okay. That was okay, but oh, here's the real boss. Oh, Medusa! Nice! I love it. And her clawing grabby hands. Okay. I definitely remember this. The creature designs are pretty good. I would love to see how the actual like character, not renders, but the actual character sketches were before they had to pixelate them and put them in here. But this looks pretty good. Although, is it Medusa girl? Look at that ribcage. She needs to eat. Girl needs to eat. Well, at least, like any game, hit the glowing orb. Okay, I think I can probably do this. Just need to master the distancing. Oh, okay. At least it seems like the turning while crouching actually. Oh, okay, yeah. Turning while crouching actually helps. Okay. I think I got the pattern. And I also know how the distance works. Gotta distance myself. Okay. Okay, this works for me. I think I'm actually gonna probably end up beating her. But again, it's like, this is pretty cool. I love the character. And wow, that was almost like simpler than like, as long as I know the pattern, I think I'm doing pretty well for myself here. So that's pretty cool. Oh god, and like, ooh, another cutscene. Will elves try to steal my stuff so I can kick them? Oh no, it's another nice little cutscene. Alright, let's see here. Astyanax! I only have one eye. Yes? You miss your world, don't you? Yeah. Is it that obvious? I miss my Doritos and my gamer fuel. I can see the sadness in your eyes. The Linia is so far away. I'm sorry. Bye. Wow, that didn't do much. You know, you could have expanded on that. Oh, not the green skeleton warrior. Oh, okay, you're weak. But again, the flying diseases don't help me much. Didn't I hear this song already? Well, again, sometimes you gotta repeat the same tracks. Because, you know, I have to say, the character models, he's beefy. He's a beefy boy. Also, he's, you know, the character sprite work is very, very, you know, again, pretty cool. There's a lot of detail, and the characters are huge. Which is why, I guess, you know, it looks really good, even with this. Okay, let's see here. Can I just avoid you? Oh, well, okay, so if you're the first thing I hit. And, okay, so my sword now looks like the sword, He-Man's sword. Grayskull, the sword of Grayskull now. So I went from axe to the sword of omens, and now I'm pretty much, I have the sword of Eternia. There we go, the He-Man sword. Oh wow, my power meter is definitely huge now. Oh, a centaur? A minotaur? Wait, it's a minotaur. Yeah, centaur is the dude with the body of a human and the upper body of a human and the bottom body of a horse. So this is a centaur or a minotaur. Minotaur because the maze. Oh, that's it? Cool. All right. Is this a sub? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, this stage is just the same as the 2 stages back, except it's green and... Okay, instead of going... Oh, okay. Am I going down then? Okay, so instead of the other one where it was red, me going up, it's green, me going down. And the slime creatures. You know... the slime monster. Oh my god, this reminds me of the slime monster from... GhostWrighter. No, not the Marvel GhostWrighter. GhostWrighter, as in writing. Any of you remember that? I know there's probably some people who don't remember GhostWrighter, but it was basically, I don't know who died. I don't know the origins of the GhostWrighter. Oh, damn dragons. I don't know the origins of the GhostWrighter show. All I know, I've seen some episodes, and what's her face from Save the Last Dance appears in one of the episodes as a hacker. Olivia something Wild Dance. I don't know. She was in Save the Last Dance. I forget her name. Styles. Olivia Styles. Something Styles. Julia Styles. There we go. Julia Styles.
Do you know anything about hackers? Can you jam with the console cowboys in cyberspace?
What?
Ever read Neuromancer?
Huh?
Ever experienced the new wave? Next wave? Dream wave? Or cyberpunk? I didn't think so. I'll handle the hacker stories.
Yeah, I guess you should. Where'd you learn about all this hacker stuff?
In there. It's a world where you're judged by what you say and think, not by what you look like. A world where curiosity and imagination equals power. We need more paper. Let's go, people. Work with me here. Work with me.
It's basically it's about a spirit. Well, whatever you call a spirit. Oh crap! I couldn't. Ooh, a rock lord. I get to fight a rock lord. Okay. You're in my grill, dude. Crap. I'm gonna die. Ain't I? I don't even know how. Okay, can I? Okay, that didn't help. Okay. I guess it'll leave me time to talk about rent. I gotta pay rent? But GhostWrighter was, this PBS, Channel 13, show, educational show, with a bunch of kids. I know Samuel Jackson was a parent of one of these kids, because, he was always a bit actor before he got his, big credit in Pulp Fiction. So he did a lot of odd jobs in television and film. And but basically a bunch of school kids solve crimes that happen, I guess, at school, and all these crimes are solved by a spirit, like a little floating orb that takes certain clues and certain messages, be it written or a computer prompt, and then it helps these kids solve certain mysteries that happen, via the neighborhood or via school or whatever. And again, it's remembered, that and Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, the game show, are like my top two things to watch. Were my top things to watch. I know that, again, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego game show was weekdays by Rockapella. Everybody remembers Rockapella. Heck, it's weird. Did you guys know that Rockapella is still like touring and does do occasion and do have released albums? Can I get that thing? Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Okay, so that's like a skip. I can't even get it. Maybe if I tried. But oh, you're simple now, aren't you? Okay, who's the boss now? Boss man. Oh, Krang from Dimension X? Oh, okay. You seem... Alright, so you're just the dude who's just gonna... I need to know, like, my... Oh, crap. Okay. Your pattern is learned easily, but I'm not gonna even try. But, did you know, like, again, Rockapella still release albums? They still, like, even after all these years? Oh, okay, I died. Alright, I'm gonna try again. But, and they made that famous song, for, Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego, the game show on PBS. And, before that or afterwards, I would watch, Square One. Square One was, one of those other educational shows that had, teaching about math and, whatever, learning shows. And on Sundays, I know it was Sundays because it aired like, I think at Sundays at 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. We would watch, GhostWriter on PBS. And the reason I bring up the slime monster is because it was like a 2-parter or a 3-parter involving these kids, with GhostWriter, helping them about a mystery going on. I think about someone stealing something. And one of the characters, I believe his name was Alex, he bought a slime monster, like a toy that looked like a slime monster. And I think that toy was made only for that show, only for that episode. Well, 2-part episode. And so they decided to film a movie based on this little figure within the show. And one of the scenes, if I recall, was the slime monster coming out of a giant vat. And not just a giant vat, it was a cooking pot filled with arroz con pollo. Yes, so basically someone made some delicious looking, arroz con pollo, rice and chicken, and decided to throw in one of these goddamn slime monsters just to film this for this kid's stupid show. And it was like, it's one of the things I remember the most aside from Julia Stiles showing up as a hacker. And of course Samuel L. Jackson, appearing in his many hats he wore before he became like a big time actor, who still will do bit parts, depending if he likes it or not, or if he said he's allowed to say motherfucker more than like 25 times. Okay, can I beat this guy? Okay, easily, a little better than before. Got up, his mercury bubbles. But it's always it's weird. It's like one of those things that you always remember. Like if you were a kid, like in the 90s, it was definitely a 90s thing. You remember two things. You remember, maybe certain styles. God, that okay. I'm gonna try again. Let's see. Can I at least beat this boss on what seems to be my last health? I don't know if that is. I think it's my last health. I don't even remember. But it's one of those things that you remember. There are many kids who remember Rockapella. When thinking about old, PBS stuff. Of course you got your Sesame Street, and you got, your, definitely Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, your Bob Ross. But there will be that small, I guess, grouping that remembers GhostWrighter and Rockapella, and of course, and also, their first exposure to British comedies. Again, my exposure to like Are You Being Served? Was it Red Dwarf? The Young Ones, and Fawlty Towers, and even Blackadder was because of public television. Because on Saturday evenings, and even on some Sunday evenings, but mostly Saturday evenings, EastEnders. I actually used to watch the EastEnders because PBS, and Perriott. And Perriott, I believe he's called Perriott in Masterpiece Theater. There were a lot of Perriott, that British guy with the weird fumbly mustache who used to solve crimes. He was like the British Columbo. Perrott? I forget what his name. Perriott, whatever. Oh god, I used to remember the animated sequence to Mystery Theater. Not Mystery Science Theater, but Mystery, or I think it was called Mystery, or Mystery Theater, whatever it was. That animated opening, and I would watch some episodes, especially the episodes. There were a lot of episodes had were episodes dedicated to certain mysteries with that character, Detective Perriott, whatever his name was. And I would watch them. It was that animated opening that attracted me. Like it hooked me. Oh, and back to again going off of tangents. Yes, like public television, PBS used to dedicate an entire block, like on Saturday evenings, and again some Sunday, but mostly Saturday, to a lot of British television, which is why like I have appreciation for for stuff like The Young Ones, Fawlty Towers, Blackadder, Red Dwarf, and became a fan of those series because they would just air them. I was like, this is hilarious, this is funny, I love Red Dwarf, I love this show, I love these things. They would dedicate that, and it's like, hey, that's pretty cool. Also, that it did a lot. Aside from like again, the cooking shows, and again Bob Ross painting shows, and Sesame Street, of course, the cornerstone of that. And it's cool. Public television really did a lot for me. I don't know if any of you, I don't know. And heck, I'm more surprised that I didn't know that Arthur cartoon is like 25 years old. Like, I didn't know that. Holy crap. I thought that cartoon was mostly like a late 2000s kind of thing. And then people were saying like, oh, it's celebrating its 25th anniversary. Like, wait, this show started like in 92 or something? God damn. And I believe it's still going strong. I don't remember. I really don't recall. I don't know. But it's older than even I can remember it. And I remember some really obscure cartoons. Like here I am playing Astyanax, trying to beat this rock lord because, even though, hey, GoBots, even though you beat Transformers to the punch by like a couple of months, Transformers beat your ass. So no matter what you GoBots did, introducing the rock lords, guess what? You failed miserably. Although, yeah, GoBots has a place in my heart as well. Am I almost gonna do this? I don't think so. So if I don't do it, let's see, because maybe I could beat him, maybe I can't. Seriously, he looks like Krang, with a rock lord body. Alright, let's see, let's go, hey yo, Donkey Kong, let's go. Okay, let's see, this flying fetus monster from, reminds me of the movie It's Alive. And I'm not alive, but I'm dead. But I think I'm gonna probably end up quitting it right now. I didn't make it far, and I doubt that I'm gonna be able to. I think I start from the beginning, so this was a pretty good run. But till then, guys, definitely thank you for taking the time. Also, I'm really glad you guys took the Transformers retrospective really well. Thank you for the positive feedback, and the views and the thumbs up. But till then, everyone, take it easy. Take care of each other, definitely. And stay safe. Bye!
Well, she sneaks around the world from India to Carolina. She's a sticky finger culture from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take you for a ride on a slow boat to China. Tell me, where in the world is
Carmen Sandiego?
Steal their soul in South Korea.